Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner from...
These two have certainly talked the talk. And there's the bell to start the round. Both men step back for just a moment. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. They exchange punches. There's a scoring blow. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Did you see the nerves of the fight stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter shot. So close with that uppercut. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Counter punching. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. Just one punch. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Only catching air with that hook. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight halfway through the round. And man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Punch, counter punch. Let's talk about fury in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Which fighter will say no mas? You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fist. Can't score with that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. No rest for the weary.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. That hook was off target. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start the round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire, because someone's going to get hurt, and someone's got to react.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Only catching air with that hook. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Nice stop, but that won't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nice counter. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. They ring the bell, and here we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. And that hook misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This is a high-octane battle. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Perfect counter shot. Lucky that hook didn't score. Corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? That was not a good move. Smart move here to take a knee and get a break from all that beating.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Let's talk about Fury in that last round. The game plan does not seem... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He's back on his feet, but at some point you have to think about the next fight and not this one.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit. Missing with the hook.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Bang! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
So much for boxing. This is a final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Trying to answer back. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Trying to land that jab. Just went very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're gonna see a lot of speed in this fight.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
When are we gonna see a jab from these two? They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And there's the bell to start the round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You'd like to see more jabs. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there, and you're letting the shots go. You've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice exchange here from both men. The jab not finding its target. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nope, that hook won't score. That uppercut does not score. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Nice counter shot. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
There's a counter shot. They both want a highlight reel. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This could be the end. They somehow weathered the storm.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Well, Both men step back for just a moment. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, we'll just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. He is down big time on the score. They ring the bell, and here we go. Good counter punching. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. There's a counter shot. There's a counter shot. And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round,